apocalypse, Mr. Mannheim.
Who are you?
Your new lord and master. You may call me Darkseid.
Welcome back, Bemmers, to Darkside's Couch, the podcast where the secret word is always society. This is James.
This is Mike.
I'm Shée.
All right, settling in.
Sigh. Woo.
We're
back.
Yeah, it's always a big sigh. We're back. Did you guys enjoy your week off?
I don't know. Yeah, I spent most of it in Milwaukee, so no.
Yeah, there's not much. I like Milwaukee. You just can't go too often. You run.
It was one of those gigs though, where it was like you're in the venue, and then you're in your hotel, then you're in the venue. Like you're just either sleeping or you're working.
Yeah, you gotta have those dark days.
I didn't have any.
See some shit. See some sights.
Just some grind. That's all.
Yeah.
And it was like -5 the entire time.
Ugh.
It's just like a little wart on the side of Chicago, really.
Unlike Chicago, where people treat each other right.
Actually, one of the sweetest things I think in like the wild I've seen is I went to Milwaukee many years ago and went and saw the Fawn statue, the Henry Winkler statue, and it was cold. It was early spring, and somebody had put a hat and a scarf on him.
Oh,
Henry, there's a Fawn statue in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Is that where Happy Days takes place?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
There's a bunch of in college, my college boyfriend and I did a spring break trip, my only spring break trip, of seeing all the TV Land statues that we could, because there's one in Chicago of Bob Newhart, and then we drove to Milwaukee and saw the Fonz, and then we drove to Minneapolis and saw Mary Tyler Moore.
Did you go to Philadelphia to see Rocky?
No, that's not a TV Land statue.
It wasn't a TV show.
Oh, I see. Out of spite, though, I'm going to go to those same statues to deface them.
Oh no!
You know, here's how much my real life and the life I see on my computer screen have kind of blurred together. Is I know I've seen that statue. I don't know if I've seen it in real life or just seen pictures of it.
Which
yeah,
one?
same. I'm envisioning
the Fawn
it.
statue. I know I've seen it, and I just can't place like did I stand right next to it and touch it and take a picture with it, or did I just see that somebody else had enjoyed it at some point?
My brain also keeps flashing the pasta Jerry Seinfeld that went up George's dad's ass.
What?
The Fusilli Jerry.
Yeah, Fusilli Jerry. Yeah.
What does that have to do with any of this?
It's because it's a statue, but like
statue of
when someone says statue, that's the first thing my brain like flashes in my head.
Our brains are wrecked.
Yeah.
By M.O.D.O.K comic books.
We haven't done that many M.O.D.O.K comic books, have we?
No, but it's they're mounting.
It's not a M.O.D.O.K comic. It's a Hulk comic.
It's not. Yeah. We're checking back in with everyone's favorite Incredible Hulk. It's the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my personal favorite Hulk.
Maybe because M.O.D.O.K's not like a specific character villain, so he's just spread out across the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Nobody wants him. Nobody will sign up for him.
Sounds like everybody wants him. Maybe
I really don't know anything about him.
He's got tiny arms and legs. That's all you needed to know.
That's all I know.
They had Patton Oswalt do the voice of him in the cartoon because he looks just like him.
Well, it wasn't a cartoon, but yeah, Shée and I actually watched the first episode of that. It wasn't. I was expecting better. I was hoping.
Oh, was Patton Oswalt in it? I can't imagine that it was bad.
What's that mean?
Yeah, we don't dislike Patton Oswalt.
Oh, we? Yes, I do. I don't like Patton Oswalt.
No, I was referring to James and myself.
I think he's a pretentious. I think he's a pretentious shitlib.
Pretentious? I mean, he's definitely a shitlib. I've seen his Twitter account. I don't know about pretentious.
All shitlibs, like saying pretentious and shitlib is like redundant.
I don't know. What I have noticed is that I think he really realized how much money there is relative to how easy voice acting is. So he's just decided to push on voice acting, and all of his voice acting is the same voice on
it's just him.
On like Ratatouille, on M.O.D.O.K. It's just him.
Who's that African American overweight comedian who did the voice of the shark?
Funches.
Yeah, he does the same thing. He just does his own voice.
Yeah, but his voice is hilarious, just as it is.
It's just weird. Alan Tudyk is playing two different voices on that show.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird looking at Ron Funches's Twitch because he's just doing his cartoon voice
Yeah.
About playing games. It's just
This
really
is my
bizarre.
real voice. Okay.
Good impression,
Yeah,
dude.
damn,
Literally
James.
never tried it before.
Holy shit.
I'm just doing my real voice here at home playing my video games.
Nice, dude.
I think you need a little lisp at the end of games, though, right? Doesn't he have like a little lisp?
He's
does
got
have
a
a
little. Yeah,
little bit
James
of
is
a-
actually toning it down.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's
don't want to
way-
make him into a caricature. I like the guy. Seems like a nice man.
He's okay. He's not
No, I
funny,
like
but
him
okay.
too. I'm just fucking impressed at that impression, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Maybe my
hold on to
problem
that
is
one.
I don't find most comedians to be funny.
Maybe.
Yeah. You can't appreciate people who are good at their talent.
I'm sure it's just jealousy.
I'm fully expecting Funches to end up in the end bump now.
Yeah, he might.
No, because
Speed
then
ahead
because then I have to like listen to his comedy, which I'm not gonna do.
Speed ahead about 2 hours to find out how that goes. Because at the rate we're going, it's going to be a while. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could start talking about this. This actually came from our boy Jay Miller. It was a request after he did some badass Modoc Trump mashup artwork. I'll throw up on the YouTube video version of this podcast right here. That's
Right
if you're
there.
watching on the YouTube, you'll see that.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I
Some
can't
of you
really-
are. I get to see. I feel like
Yeah.
what you do on YouTube is I get to see how many views there are.
Yeah, a couple of people are watching on YouTube, and we haven't really promoted it much yet anyway, so that's a good thing.
I have.
Well, I mean, like...
I know you told me not. When you told us not to, you were like, "Wait till we got some stuff on there before you do it." I ignored you, and I just did it immediately.
Yeah, not the first time you've done that. Not the first time. Hard to coordinate effort. You'd think only 3 people would be able to coordinate their efforts together. It turns out that's not the case.
I was excited.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he did some great fan art with the M.O.D.O.K mashed up with Trump, and I really can't do it justice. So you really got to see it on our social medias or on the YouTube podcast.
I'll throw it up on Twitter a few more times.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So he requested we take a look at this book, this Incredible Hulk book from 1983.
Yep, thank God he did.
Yeah. I'll just get the credits out of the way right now. Incredible Hulk, issue 290 from 1983, the year I was born, and Mike, actually. The book called Unholy
Not me.
Alliance. Not Shée. Shay's the little tiny baby. Shay's 19 years old.
Don't say that.
83 was the year Metallica released their first album.
Oh, is that Kill 'Em All? Or is that
Kill 'Em
Injustice for All?
Terrible album that sounds like it was written and performed by 17-year-olds.
That's when they basically took all the bass out. No bass in that album. No low
No,
end.
that was
Or is that Injustice for All?
Injustice, where they got a new bass player, and they thought it'd be a good way to razz him by just getting rid of his tracks,
Yeah.
which is moronic.
Well, it's in there, but it's just super, super buried.
I wonder if there's a
Super turned
YouTube cut where someone like re-edited it to like turn up the bass.
I'm sure somebody's gone in there and like learned the bass parts from the live performances and went in there and just dubbed it in.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, why not?
What if it was Jason Newsted? He, like,
got
it
nothing
was
else to
him.
do.
He just like re-recorded him and just slapped him on the album and then uploaded it to YouTube. What if there's a version where he turned everything down and only has
It's
the
just
bass?
bass?
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
not even a
bass
big
versions.
Metallica fan, but I feel bad for Jason Newsted. He
I do
seems like
too.
a good guy
He is a good dude.
that just got shit all over by Metallica.
He's the guy that got work with those 2 assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
So that was 1983. Those
Yep.
2 things happened in 1983. The first Metallica album and this comic book.
I think the first Slayer album
Mike
too.
and I were born. I don't know. Well, let's
pretty
look
sure.
that up because
Yeah.
we got fucking time.
It was Hell
Slayer
Awaits. Hell
first
Awaits
album.
was the.
What was it called?
Hell Awaits.
Hell Awaits. This says
Oh
Show
no,
No
it's Show No
Mercy.
Mercy. Oh yeah, it is Show
Hell
No
Awaits was 85. Show No Mercy was 83.
All right.
You're right.
All right.
Yeah. This book is called Unholy Alliance, which kind of sounds like a Slayer album, maybe.
It does. And
written
it's also
by-
the name of a Mortal Kombat game. Well, that's Deadly Alliance. Never mind. Edit
Yeah, I
that part
forgot
out.
that was in
Edit
there.
out how
Yep.
wrong I am.
Yep. No, I'll leave that in. Written by Bill Mantlo, art by Sal Buscema and Carlos Garzon, with a cover by Al Milgram. And if you recognize that name, we last saw him as the writer of a little book called US1.
Oh,
Yeah, having a good time.
Yeah, starring James.
Also in 1983.
Oh yeah, 83. Sal Buscema sounds like a New York Marvel creator.
Yeah, well, and also, like, it's not surprising because a lot of these creators, they have, like, a certain decade where they were all over the place, and then they're like, yeah, I'm kind of done. I just come out of retirement here and there. So it's not surprising that, like, most of, a particular person's stuff lands in a particular decade.
Oh, I wonder how they were able to retire.
Yeah, well, lowering your
Advertisement
expectations.
art, I guess.
What's that?
I bet advertisement art, I guess.
Yeah, selling your artwork, probably finding work in like commercial art or something rather than comics. I mean,
Drawing that Honey Nut Cheerios bee.
well, I mean that bee's had some amazing adventures.
Yeah, Fry the bee.
Love that guy. That his name? Fry?
No, Fry was the voice actor for Fry. Also was the voice actor for the Honey Nut Cheerios bee.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Way back in the 80s or just like more recently?
No,
Billy West.
yeah, Billy West. I know Billy West did it at some point.
There's another voice actor who can actually alter his voice.
Yeah, Billy West is great.
Yeah, he's in the Alan Tudyk school, not the Patton Oswalt school of just
Patton
doing what I was
Oswalt.
doing anyway.
Man, I really hate Patton Oswalt.
I don't hate Patton Oswalt at all. I will say his Twitter is obnoxious. He does seem to get like
Just another rich fucking shitlib thinking he
he
knows better
does
than everybody. He
sometimes
doesn't know
on
doesn't know
social media.
anything.
Sometimes on social media, he does start shitting on people like sort of ignorantly because he suspects they might be on the wrong side of something, and he doesn't.
Oh, the
feel
wrong
like looking
side?
into it.
Oh, the wrong side of his opinion. Fuck that
Yeah,
dude.
In a general sense,
Maybe if he was
agree
funny,
with-
I would give him a pass.
he is funny. He's
no,
funny.
he's not. He's not.
He's maybe not as funny as he should be operating
He's
at that
no, he's
level.
no
It's
Rob
funny.
Funches.
Ron.
So you got his name wrong, and now all of a sudden you like Ron Funch's comedy.
In terms of like in comparison to Patton Oswalt, yes.
Patton Oswalt is my friend, and I will not have you besmirching his reputation.
He loves Joe Biden. He likes to suck on his dick and smell his farts.
Mike, you don't sound like him, so it's just weird.
I don't
Patton
know what-
also wants us to bomb the Ukraine or the Russians in the Ukraine.
You're
I
not
don't
even doing a voice anymore. You're just saying things.
Yeah.
Hey, aren't we all?
You're just saying things that you think
This
are
is
true.
just Mike saying Mike things.
Yeah, that's the new segment. Just let them go.
Just Mike things.
Yep, just Mike. my new Tumblr page.
I gotta have like a photo of me with both my fists under my chin, because I'm like with my with laying down on my stomach with my back leg with
Yeah,
the back of my
sure.
legs sticking
Nice
up.
soft
Yeah, like a
focus.
senior photo.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
girl's senior photo.
Do you
Yeah.
guys take senior photos?
No,
No.
I skipped out. Yeah.
I didn't really like participate in much of anything.
I didn't have a senior
I
year.
did sports for like a little bit, but not too much.
What
You didn't have a
sport were
senior
you
year?
doing?
What'd you get kicked out for?
I graduated high school in 3 years.
Selling drugs. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
What sports did I do? I wrestled. I played football. What else did I do? That's it. I did those two things.
Wrestled.
I had to
That
join.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That scans.
I got in trouble for like fights, so they're like, you have to join the wrestling team.
Wow.
Get out that
I,
aggression.
My goal was to be in the yearbook multiple times, but not actually have my picture taken. And I succeeded in senior year. I ditched the actual formal picture, but I'm still in the yearbook like 4 times, just doing shit.
In debate, I bet.
No, I started taking a debate class. I dropped out of it.
Defending Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, this defending traditional American values. Before the Patton Oswalts of the world could go and knock that off course, corrupt our youth. Me,
Yeah,
I
right.
suppose.
With his lack of height, I'm not listening to Patton Oswalt. Look how short he is.
He is a little man. Yeah.
He's a manlet, as they say.
I wonder if that's why all of the characters that he plays are short. Modoc.
Oh, yeah, I
Happy,
wonder.
Ratatouille. Like, he plays little tiny things.
Yeah.
I think he played the gnomes in Gravity Falls too.
Shut the fuck up. Did he really?
I think so. Google it.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
the
Why not?
Googlies.
That's what we're doing.
I heard that show was great. I haven't seen it, though.
Oh, it is. It's great.
I heard it
The
was.
voice of Franz, is that a
Lilliputian.
gnome person?
Yeah.
Huh,
Lilliputians are tiny people.
I mean, I can't blame him for coming up with a good scam. Like, that's a really good work.
You know, now that I think about it, I could have graduated high school early as well, but I was such a reckless drunk that I had no idea.
Ah. I didn't drink in high school.
I was quite the card.
Oh.
Real class cut up.
Mike, is your brother older or younger?
Older. 2
Okay.
years.
Did he sneak you booze?
No, we didn't get along.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We like I don't think
As
we ever
brothers
got
don't
along.
or want to not do. Yeah.
Yeah, we never got along. He was like a jealous person.
Ah.
He was one of those guys that felt like if someone else got something and he didn't, he took it as a slight.
Right.
He was one of those characters.
Gotcha.
He wasn't a great dude.
He's
at
right
all.
to be angry about that, though.
He was. That's why it sucks, because he died right before two things like every shitty person wants. Donald Trump became president, and the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. Like, he missed it by like a few months.
Oh man, it would have been his salad days.
I know. Like, my dad would say, like, I brought that up. He goes, don't say that.
I mean, is it possible that he manipulated those circumstances from beyond the grave?
Or he faked his death, and then he's like, and he's the what was the name of the right wing journalist that like backed Trump? What was
Steve
the name of that
Bannon?
mother- Steve Bannon. But my brother was the Steve Bannon of it all.
I mean, I could definitely believe that there's another person inside of Steve Bannon physically.
Oh yeah, my brother
Voiced
really
by
loved
Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
my brother really loved Archie Bunker, but not in like a way he should.
Sincerely, yeah.
Look, I agree with that.
What a bullet Archie Bunker took, Carol O'Connor. What a bullet he took for society.
I know, but
Yeah,
then
but then he was
hang on,
in the
society.
heat of the night.
right.
Said the word.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
guys.
right.
Anyway,
See-
he was in what?
Is
Then
that the
he was
way?
in-
Is that the thing now? Society is the magic word.
I don't know. I mean, he just maybe just for the moment. I don't know.
I guess because he said it at the beginning of the episode.
Oh yeah, right. You did
we'll
say
see.
that.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, what
But
were we
Carol
saying?
O'Connor was in the heat of the night afterwards.
But he was a racist cop at first, and then
Exactly.
the love of
Love of a good woman.
what was the name of that guy?
Sidney Poitier in the movie.
No,
but
Sidney Poitier was in the movie.
That's
but
what I
Carol
just
O'Connor,
said.
But Carol O'Connor wasn't. He was in
No.
the TV show.
Yes. But I can't remember the name of the actor who was in there.
Yeah, because you're racist.
In
No.
the heat of the night.
Yeah, the
That's
TV
a movie
show.
and a TV show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So is
Mr.
the Odd
Tubbs?
Couple.
Isn't that they call me Mr. Tubbs?
They
Isn't
call
that
me
from
Mr. Tibbs.
Tibbs. Thank you.
I remember that. I can't remember algebra.
Sidney Poitier is Virgil Tibbs. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, so you got to look up TV show. That's about the
Oh
movie.
God.
Yeah. Very important.
Really pushing my.
No, we're just finding fuel for whatever I got to come up with to do an intake.
Yeah. Really just kind of killing time
Howard Rollins.
There we
here.
go.
Howard Rollins. Any
Yep.
any relation to Henry Rollins?
Yes, that's his granddad.
Oh, cool. He's-
Probably
and
old.
he's-
Probably old enough to be his dad though.
And he's a black man.
Henry Rollins is black.
All right. Well,
Not
Henry
no.
Rollins might have a little cameo coming up in the episode in a few minutes.
Henry Rollins was one of the early Ritalin kids, like the kids that were the trial kids for Ritalin
Yeah.
in
Shée-
in the DC area.
Do you like Henry Rollins? We brought him up a couple episodes ago, and I don't think I asked. You a Rollins man?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I
Rollins is
didn't
great.
listen to his music or anything, but
Oh.
You should. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
you definitely should.
I guess he's
Yeah.
known for so much now. People can like him without knowing anything about his music.
Does he still
yeah,
perform?
like
don't know
I
if-
saw a
No.
recorded like talking show of his.
Yeah, his talking is
And
great. Like Stronger Than Fire. All those are great.
Yeah, and like I saw him host a couple things, and then he guested on that William Shatner song.
Yeah, he's on. I can get. I can't get behind that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard him tell that story.
He stopped performing live around 2001, 2002 because he believed that old people shouldn't continue on because it's like hacky.
Well, it's just like, they can. They just can't do what he did that at that age. Like,
Because he was one of the frontmen for Black Flag, and when they did their reunions, he refused to come back for it.
I mean, I guess there's still Iggy Pop.
Yeah, well, that's Iggy Pop, though.
Yeah, he can just do it because he wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iggy Pop
interesting.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to believe that like Henry Rollins is what Joe Rogan thought he was doing.
Springsteen.
Henry Rollins is a better Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Henry Rollins, like Joe Rogan saw Henry Rollins and figured, I'll just do that, and then it didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
But Springsteen was not like a like you've never seen
Punk rocker.
Yeah, Springsteen wasn't like a punk rocker. Like he
I mean,
still does
Blondie's
it.
still touring.
Yeah,
Yep.
but none of those people are ripping it up the way Henry Rollins did.
Yeah, it's. I think he like wrecked his
mean-
back weightlifting and like performing.
I mean, Springsteen rips it up. He still goes into the audience. He still plays like 4-hour shows and everything, but he's not intimidating people on stage. He's
Whoa,
not,
neither is Rollins. He's only like 5'8".
Yeah, he was a pretty scary dude. His black trunks. That's all he would wear on stage, barefoot.
Yeah.
Badass.
I went to his last show ever was at the Metro, and me and a friend went.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, I've got the live album they recorded at the Metro. The only way
Yep.
to know for sure.
Yep.
That's
That
a
was
good album.
Yep. The last one ever.
Well, good for him. Good for Henry Rollins.
Yeah, integrity.
And that was Henry Rollins' corner.
Yeah, Henry Rollins is kind of the opposite. He's sort of like the antimatter M.O.D.O.K.
Yeah, Darkseid's couch loves Henry Rollins.
Yeah, Darkseid. I imagine anyone who's listening to this show for the first time just has no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, I can barely keep track of what this show is anymore.
Yep, 22 minutes. 22 minutes in.
It's not exactly a complaint. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's actually praise, but it's like I can't expect anybody to follow this shit.
Well, we haven't even started the comic yet, so there's nothing to follow.
We're letting it breathe. We're letting it breathe. We're not going to start the comic for a little bit. All right, we should talk a little bit.
No. You let a fine wine breathe. You don't let this breathe.
There's a pretty fine wine over here.
This is a piece of shit. Like, do you let a piece of shit breathe?
I'm talking about the podcast, the show as a whole.
Now. I'll tell you what, though, since this was suggested by Jay Miller, he and I have the same attitude towards picking comics.
Yeah, just the stupidest cover. I have to say, my guess about what this book was about wasn't that far off.
No, I had a feeling
shouldn't say
it was
it's a piece of shit either. I got offended at a little bit of.
It's just wild.
Good, actually.
It's very wild.
It's very wild.
Misogyny.
Yeah. So a little bit about M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K is an incel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Patton Oswalt.
And
No, he's not an incel.
He was a member of AIM.
The Advanced Idea Mechanics.
Yes, and they decided one day to just turn one of their own into this horrible, grotesque soda can man.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure I asked that. He was not originally this shape and size.
No. He was a scientist.
Somehow AIM thought this would be practical. This would be useful.
Now that you said that, he does look like he's an upside down can of soda that they shook up and they opened it, and that's how he's propelled up from like it's the laser that keeps him afloat is like just soda pressure.
Right, exactly.
And that's like his body waste is just Coca-Cola and it just sprays out. Or generic Aldi cola.
Yeah, which is not all that different, honestly.
No. Some say better if you grow up poor.
This is a book about M.O.D.O.K's sexual issues. We did actually have somebody on the Facebook group a while ago did recommend us take a look at, and I took a look at it off mic here, at an issue of Captain America where M.O.D.O.K basically confirms that he is a virgin.
Yeah.
An issue of Captain America 133.
Why haven't we done that?
Because there's a lot of shit on that wheel. There's a lot of stuff to get to.
Yeah, but I would like to do the M.O.D.O.K. the Virgin comic.
Well, there's also in
Is
that
it on
issue,
the wheel?
No, it's not on the wheel.
Well, put it on it. Maybe
it might be on the wheel. It might be on the wheel now. We're gonna take a look at the wheel at the end of the episode, I think.
But hey!
Yeah, it's time for the wheel to come back. There is some really homoerotic dialogue between Captain America and Falcon.
Oh yeah, I would hate to do that comic.
I'm looking at it right now in another window, and he says, Falcon asks Captain America why he allowed him to see Captain America without his mask on. And he says, for a good reason, Sam. I want you to trust me as much as I trust you. Ever since that day we met and I helped you become the Falcon, we've had a lot in common. And Falcon responds, I think I can guess what you're getting at, Steve. And then Steve says, we're both loners, both dedicated to helping the fella and then it cuts off. So something interrupted them. So I have no idea where that conversation was going.
Well, they were going to kiss.
It's super homoerotic, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it.
If you close your eyes and you help a brother out, it's like a woman. Like, you just close your eyes. Hand is a hand.
There's a lot of that in the NFL from what I understand.
Who cares? Yeah, have fun. Who cares?
Why in the NFL?
Because you're like alpha sports people, and you're in the shower together, and you got firm buttocks, and
like being in the NFL sucks. It's awful, and so you got to find your fun where you can find it.
Yep, inside your partner, inside your linebacker's ass. In honor of M.O.D.O.K's sexual challenges, we'll say, I want to play a game. All right, let's play a game.
Let's play a game to honor our boy M.O.D.O.K called "Get Some, Go Again."
Get some, go again.
So it's an easy game, and you both can play it. We're gonna play Yambo Rules. If anybody remembers Craig Kilborn's stint hosting a late show.
Nope.
No, probably just me.
Just
Yambo Rules easy. It just means you can win by getting 3 answers right, or if you get 3 answers wrong, you lose. So it doesn't necessarily matter who goes first. So basically, the premise of the game very, very simple. I'm going to give you some historical notable figures, and you're going to tell me whether or not they died a virgin.
All right.
Simple game. Most of these are ones that there are. If you just do a cursory look up on Google, it'll say like, oh yeah, they died a virgin, and then you look into a little more, and sometimes that's not the case. And history says that they probably actually did get laid at some point, but sometimes it actually is true. And originally I was going to do this about incels, like historical incels, but it turns out that most people, notable figures in history who died a virgin, they died virgins by choice.
Or so they say.
Possibly.
That's what I would say if I wasn't getting any. I'd be like, it's my decision.
Religious reasons or like, the age of venereal diseases and everything. It wasn't necessarily that uncommon for somebody to just not have sex.
All right. I disagree.
But a lot of those people were like incel heroes. And so it's to find out that they actually, were not incels. They were voluntarily celibate. It's a big blow for the incel community. It's probably the only blow they're going to get.
Nah, you beat me to it. Shit.
Ah, shit.
I'm like, here comes a bit.
I feel a bit coming on. I'm brewing up a bit. All right. So yeah, we'll do this. I got a few of these. We'll figure out who's going to go first based on whichever you lost your virginity at a younger age.
Oh, shit. 17.
Shée?
I'm going first.
Damn.
Wow.
Girls always, that's not fair, though. Girls always get laid first.
Do you want to, are you going to say a number or no? You don't have to. You already won.
I'm just going to say I go first.
Okay.
All right, 12.
Okay.
It
Most of
wasn't
these
12. I can tell you that.
Were you in Iraq? What the fuck? All right. Let me give you one. I don't have them necessarily in an order, so I'm gonna pick out one. Let's see. How about Danish fairy tale writer Hans Christian Andersen?
Oh, shit.
Did he actually die? Now it's alleged that he died a virgin. People say that, but is it true? Did he actually die a virgin based on the best historical evidence we have?
Oh man, I don't know anything about this man. I wish I did.
He wrote The Emperor's New Clothes, The Ugly Duckling, Little Mermaid. He's that guy. Very delicate, fragile man.
Okay. I have a question real fast.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Are we counting P and V sex? Because like, what if somebody was gay back then?
If you had gay sex, no, yeah. If you had gay sex, that counts as sex for sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Another person getting you off, any of that counts.
Okay. I just wanted to
I think that's
clarify
probably
and make
fair.
sure.
That's probably fair.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna say that he was not a virgin.
He was not a virgin. Okay.
The problem with the name Hans Christian
Andersen.
either that will keep you a virgin or that will get you laid.
All right. So you're locking in your answer. You're saying he was not a virgin.
He's not a virgin.
I will say he is a virgin, just to be contrarian.
Okay. Well, helping us out will be the master of telling people whether or not someone was right. A friend of the show, Star Trek's Jonathan Frakes. Was Shée right? Was he a virgin?
You're wrong.
You're wrong, Shée. Hans Christian Andersen.
I said he was a virgin. Shée said he wasn't.
You said he wasn't a virgin? Oh, I'm sorry. You're wrong. He was a virgin.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting my yeses and nos crossed, but yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Nope, you're right. You're wrong. You are wrong. Jonathan Frakes
He died
is
a
always
virgin,
correct.
is what you're saying.
He died a virgin in his later years from an article in Los Angeles Times Book Review dated April 3rd, 2005. It says, in his later years, he visited brothels on 4 occasions, each time only talking with a naked prostitute and then fleeing in religious guilt.
Didn't.
That's what it says. Coupled with sexual fear was his apparent conviction that a loss of sexual innocence would spell the end of his literary gifts.
He's only saying that because his mom was reading the article. He had to hook this up his kid.
That's the best historical evidence I have. So she's
All
like,
right.
That's a negative.
He's fucking getting anal.
Okay. All right, Mike. H.P. Lovecraft.
Not a virgin. I know that for a fact.
Wow, you're very confident in that.
Yes.
All right. Well, Jonathan Frakes, was Mike right? Was H.P. Lovecraft?
You're going to ask Shée. You got to ask her.
Do you agree? That makes it really complicated. Shée, do you agree?
Well,
that
it doesn't
H.P.
count
Lovecraft...
against me, right? You're just
No,
asking.
It doesn't.
Oh, you're just asking me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just yours. Yeah, we're
Oh,
alternating
yeah.
terms.
No. He was married. So, yeah, he was not a virgin.
You're right.
Yep,
You're right.
I know.
He was not a virgin, but he was a virgin until 34 when he was married.
Yeah, he's like a super like bigoted incel too. But he ended up
That I
marrying,
heard.
He ended up marrying a Jewish divorcee because all like bigoted incels just need to get laid and then they get over their bullshit.
He was divorced 5 years after he was married and supposedly never had sex again. Probably because he perfected it.
This
He got so good at
motherfucker
it.
was one of the original basement dwelling, live with your mom.
Yeah.
like not have a job, and then finally some fucking woman who's just like, you know what, I already had my mega chad, like it's time to fucking find a guy who's definitely never gonna leave me. So she finds this fucking incel dork, and then when she dumps his ass for being an incel dork, he just goes right back to his mom's basement.
The internet will tell you he was a virgin, but no, he had 5 sweet years there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Shée, you're down by 1.
I am.
So here's
But she's
yours.
down by 2. I was right on the first
No,
one.
no,
and
no.
then
Well,
No,
right
that
on this
doesn't
one.
count.
You either have to get 3 right, or Shée has to get 3 wrong in order for you to win.
But we
Oh,
each
all right.
only have one question each. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
first one, you threw out your opinion.
Oh,
but
I
it doesn't count.
I thought we
you were
both
just,
answered
you were
it.
just throwing a wrench into things. Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought we-
it's,
I
it's
thought
one
we both
person, one
answered.
question.
All right,
one person,
all
one
right,
question.
all right.
All right, Shée, this is actually the only still living person on this list, but I thought it was kind of fascinating, so I put it on her. Fashion guy, Tim Gunn from Project Runway.
Yeah. I'm gonna say virgin.
You're going to say he's a virgin, even though he's pushing 70.
I know he's gay, but I
No.
don't know if he's ace.
Here's the thing. I'll give you a second to think about that, because he identifies as, quote, kind of asexual. And he says he's not really interested in men or women. Mm-hmm. So are you going to say he's still a virgin?
Yeah, I'll still hold to it.
All right. Is Tim Gunn, still living, a virgin?
No way.
Here's the thing, though. He had one and only one relationship in the early 80s with a man who cheated on him, and he hasn't bothered with sex since like 1983-ish.
Jeez.
He just hasn't bothered.
I thought I was bad about it.
He's pushing 70, and he's just not interested.
All right.
Yeah, fascinating. I was fascinated
Yeah.
by that one.
Maybe his virginity grew back though.
Yeah, you can regrow it after a while.
I say
You
like
can
if you don't get laid for 4 years, you should get your V card back.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Because you kind of got to relearn how to do everything again. Had long stretches.
Well, yeah, and styles change so much. You know, what people were into 4 years ago, you can't be doing that anymore.
Right? Everyone's eating ass now.
Yeah. That's the only way to get by. It's all people do. All right, Mike, you can take a commanding lead here.
Sick.
How about Sir Isaac Newton?
Do you got any
Invented
info?
gravity.
You got any more? No. Do you got any info about him to help me out?
Like, what can I give you? What can
Well,
I
you
give
gave Shée a bunch of info about all these other people. So like,
Yeah, well, and she
Come
got him
on
wrong.
on
So let's see. What can I say about him?
I just happen to know about H.P. Lovecraft because I read his books.
He was known to have a relationship with one woman, but it was believed he never consummated with that particular woman due to religious obligations, and so it was broken off. So, as far as we know, he only ever had any kind of relationship, an actual formal relationship with one woman, and that was not believed to be consummated. So, outside of that one time, did he ever actually have sex?
Isaac Newton, man, that's so long ago. That's like impossible. It's all hearsay.
It's all hearsay, but I got a quote from Voltaire and Aldous Huxley, who they gave a statement. I'll tell you that after the answer.
All right.
They gave a
I'll
statement
say
backing it up.
Isaac Newton is a virgin because he's a dork.
Okay, Jonathan Frakes, was Isaac Newton, inventor of gravity, a virgin?
You are correct.
Hey,
I knew that
commanding
one.
lead. Commanding lead.
Commanding lead. Shée, how did you know that one?
Oh, I just knew that he was a virgin.
I just got to think of that wig from that painting.
Well,
that
the
one
thing is,
painting of him.
if you look these up, like there's all kinds of listicles that will say all these people were virgins, but then if you look a little deeper, you'll find that like half of that wasn't true. But in this case, Voltaire and Aldous Huxley said, quote, being a supreme intellect meant that he was incapable of friendship, love, fatherhood, and many other desirable things. And that's like, right?
Every incel listening is just like, yep.
Yep. I mean, that could have just been bros dunking on bros. But I'm tempted to think, from what I've read, that that's actually true, that he did not ever have sex. All right. Shée, if you get this one wrong, it's over.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to give
You sounded so sad.
Well, I'm gonna give you the one fictional one on the list, the one comic book one that's fictional. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, first of all the fictional comic characters are virgins because they're not real.
In canon, because this story was pretty interesting to me, so I wanted to include it. So Shée, if you want, I'll give you a non-fictional one, but I want to tell the fictional story. Do you want to take the fictional comic book one, or do you want a real person one?
You do whatever you want. You're the game master.
I'm gonna give you. Are you mad at me?
No, why would I be mad at you? What the fuck?
No, it's okay.
What a virgin incel thing to say. Are you
Yeah.
mad at
Mad at
me?
me?
Are you
Are you
mad
mad
at
at
me?
me?
Yeah, girls love that.
Colossus from the X-Men.
Oh shit!
Mike, do you know this one? Don't answer, but do you know this
No,
one?
I don't. I'm like, that's
Oh,
a
the
good...
story behind this one is fascinating.
So here's how I'm confused is because I
Mm-hmm.
know he had the equivalent of mutant AIDS.
Right, and he can cover his whole body in steel, so he may not be able to have sex, or maybe
Or
he
is
has
that
great
like
sex.
the ultimate hard-on?
And he
That's-
dated a 13-year-old.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Well.
Kitty Pryde was 13 when he was like dating her.
I mean, in the early X-Men comics, yeah, everyone was just hitting on
He was like 20.
Jean Grey all the time.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right, Shée. Yeah, knowing what you know about Colossus and his weird steel skin, do you think that guy ever managed to get laid?
No.
So you're saying he was a virgin?
Yeah.
All right. Jonathan Frakes is Shea right. Was Colossus a virgin?
No!
Oh, no! Wait. Oh, shit. That was a very angry Patrick Stewart jumping in instead. Shea, Colossus the X-Man is not a virgin because he lost his virginity. He was in the Savage Lands. He saved a woman, and in order to thank him, not only did she take his virginity, but she brought a friend to help him.
Nice. Good for you, Colossus.
Went from 0 to 100 in overnight, just immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him. Can you imagine the hog on that dude? He's so big.
Yeah. Big Russian hog. Oh,
And
I
he-
forgot about that. He's a
And if
Russian.
he ever like doesn't have any rounds left in him, he could just go like steel, so it stays hard. So then he can just fuck. even though he
but what if
doesn't-
it's
yeah.
limp, but it's limp, but it goes steel?
No, you pull. First of all, what you do is you grab it, you lift the head up, and you stick it straight up, and then you activate your steel skin, so it stays that way.
I don't know, man.
It turns into like a rod.
It might just look like you dipped a limp penis in like gray paint.
Well, it's not going to move around, right?
It's a slinky.
Yes. Oh, gross. All right. Well, Shea, Mike won. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap that up. That was our first edition of Get Some Go Again.
Get some, get some, get some, get some, go again!
Sick. Sick.
All right. All right. So now we can
That
move
make-
on.
That theme song for that game makes me very happy.
Yeah.
I know, isn't? Yeah, that's a great moment. That gets me
The
amped
thing
up.
that, the thing that
So
made
how
me most,
far into the episode before we start the comic?
Well, as soon as you're done saying what you were saying right now,
40 minutes.
I'm letting it go. That's we're trying to have fun. Let us have a good time.
She's
here.
just mad that I won, and actually, you guys are so mad that I kept beating you at bowling too. You guys just can't accept that there's some things I'm good at.
I mean, I pretty well accepted it. Well, I think it's because there are a lot of things you insist you're good at.
And men are more likely to be virgins, so like maybe I can just relate more.
It took a while to get that engine running, for sure.
Right?
I just still need to make dinner.
Well, again, this is why we're recording a little earlier, so we can get a little flabby. We can stop holding in our guts. Now it's time to get to the comic book. All right,
Incredible Hulk number
290.
290.
Yep. So it's a book called Unholy Alliance, and we've got the Abomination here. Do you think do you think Abomination knows what his name means?
I don't know. Like,
'Cause-
the people are calling him that.
And he's
Well,
got
was
a
he a
name.
human before he got turned?
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was.
Well, then wouldn't he know?
Well, he could have been a dumb person. Lots of people I know that aren't mutants don't know what the word abomination means.
He's like a bodybuilder with like a fish face.
He's got weird little ear flaps, like that go off when he's happy, like a dog.
He's got 5 fingers on his hand, but only 2 toes.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
And he's got like a weird skin crown.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Killer Croc with some fish flaps on the side and better abs.
It's like Bart Simpson's head.
He's got 9 points, just like Bart Simpson. And Abomination is basically shitty Hulk.
Right, and he just simps for everybody. Like he immediately like just gives up and gives in to anybody, even when they're
Yeah.
not around. He's still calling M.O.D.O.K his master.
Yeah, and we're going to see that because what he's done is he's kidnapped this scientist, Kate, who works for S.H.I.E.L.D. And
Yes. Who's a doctor?
she's a doctor. Yeah, as most scientists are, right?
No,
Are,
they
not-
got
are
some
all
non-
scientists doctors?
Let's look that up.
No.
Let's find out.
Are
Find
all,
out if all
sci-
scientists
are all scientists doctors? I can't spell scientists. I may not have been able to spell doctors either.
Google will know. That's why we're all forgetting how to spell.
Some doctors are scientists, but most are not. But are scientists doctors? Generally speaking, scientists are not medical doctors. Many of them, however, have a PhD. So it's not a given.
That's why they can't get jobs
Yep.
or grants.
Because there's no money in STEM.
Nope.
So, Abomination has abducted Kate and he's bringing her to the AIM headquarters to bring to M.O.D.O.K.
And he's bragging how far he can jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost as far as Hulk. He even tells him, he says, like, I'm second only to the Hulk when it comes to leaping.
That's good that he has his ego in check.
I guess, but I mean, God, this guy, he needs a win.
It seems like this guy's just trying to live his life and people keep fucking with him.
So Abomination enters AIM headquarters, but now we see that the AIM people?
The scientists.
Employees? Yeah, AIM
The scientists / like gun crazies.
Yeah, and they have betrayed M.O.D.O.K, and so they're training all their lasers and weapons on Abomination as he enters the headquarters.
He must have lost their 401k in the market.
Yeah, he made a lot of poor decisions.
So, like, Abomination immediately was just like, you know what? Take this girl. M.O.D.O.K was torturing me. It's why I did what he said. Like, it's all good. If he's gone, great.
Gives up. He completely gives up.
He curls up in a ball.
Yeah, he completely gives, and then they realize that, oh, Kate's wearing a shield communicator.
They're like, they also say, like, let the monster go free. And he's just like, I'm a monster?
Yeah, we've been calling you Abomination for
I
years.
didn't know what that meant.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh, my God.
I'm just a guy. The Hulk shows up and hits me. I can't get a job.
It's kind of what I do. So it turns out that I guess M.O.D.O.K made a deal with... Who did M.O.D.O.K make a deal with? M.O.D.O.K made a deal with General Thunderbolt Ross to use the Abomination to lure the Hulk to him.
Yeah, kidnapping, because I guess this is his girlfriend. This is the Hulk's girlfriend.
That's the thing, is it seems like they don't have a relationship.
Yeah, I think that was mocking, but Hulk has like just realized that he has a crush on her.
She was a scientist from S.H.I.E.L.D., but she was really sent to spy on the Hulk.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's in the comic.
Oh, I didn't read that part.
Because I read the comic. I read it and not just skimmed over it looking for funny bits.
I mean, this really is a new era for the podcast.
That's right.
Things have really changed.
Because now I got 2 weeks to read the comic.
2 weeks? I should be able to get through it once. Yep. So that was the original plan, except that AIM has betrayed M.O.D.O.K and taken things over instead, and now they want Kate for their own nefarious purposes.
Which is another M.O.D.O.K.
Yes.
Yes.
Just try this again.
We got rid of that fucking guy, M.O.D.O.K. Let's make another M.O.D.O.K. Some guy in the back of the room yells that out. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's make a M.O.D.O.K with Hooters.
I love how fucking dramatic
Which
all the
they
AIM
don't,
guys
because
are.
she's just in another fucking head machine.
What if they
All right, we're gonna
fucked
get to
up?
that.
They fucked up and they meant to give her boobs.
Oh, fuck.
Oops.
And their python was off.
Yeah, they just gave her a giant torso like regular M.O.D.O.K.
Look how fucking dramatic these AIM guys are. They're always like lifting their fists up and giving speeches about how great Trump is, and how the election was stolen.
They're covered in gold. Yeah.
That's right. That's why they got rid of M.O.D.O.K, aka Joe Biden. They got rid of him because he stole the election from AIM.
How are you drawing a line between M.O.D.O.K and Joe Biden of all people?
Because they're both wrinkly and gross and mostly heads.
Well, that's
Wouldn't you take it more of like M.O.D.O.K is Trump, and then we try to fix it by making Biden another M.O.D.O.K, and it didn't work?
Trump's not president
Instead,
anymore.
they fall in love.
Yeah.
I had this argument with my mom. My mom's kind of an idiot shit lib. God bless her. I love her, but she is. But she still like blames Trump for like, I'm like, he's not the president anymore. This is like a new guy. Like, people act like there's two presidents, Obama and Trump, and no one wants to even talk about Joe Biden. Like, he's the president.
Well, it's sort of like, because it is true that there is a delayed effect from the last guy, but you have to
Absolutely.
stick to that. So when Trump came in, everything that he fucked up, people, his supporters blamed on Obama, but it's like that didn't transfer once he left office.
Right.
Like, hang on, you can either be still focusing on the last guy, or you can focus on the current guy. You can't do both.
I mean, everything we feel that's happening in the last like 20 years has been because of the Bush administration.
It was definitely a turning point for me personally.
Like everything, like how fucked up everything is. We're still feeling all that, and we will forever till our society collapses.
I mean, I do have a lot of night terrors ever since 9/11.
I guess the word of the day doesn't always work.
Oh my God!
You got fucking caught.
Or my stream deck doesn't always work.
Nope.
Fuck.
Did I give that whole speech just for that? Just to see if James was paying attention?
Did you?
Did I win the game by looking everything up on Google while I was playing?
No, you didn't, because it would have taken you hours to research and come to conclusive arguments like I did.
I'm a good online searcher, sir.
It took you a long. You used to say that, and then I found out that you didn't know how to like search metadata.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know what that means, and I
don't-
think I'm a decent online
Or like
searcher.
if you put quote marks or plus signs in a Google search, it affects the results. So I'm not so sure about your Google skills.
I think you're combining this memory of me with the memory of someone else.
Well, it is true, but at the same time, I do have a real
can't
hard
just-
time with fantasy and reality. That's true.
Well, you can't just say it's true. You can't just say it.
I
Like,
agree.
I disagree with you, and you're like, well, it's true.
I have a great memory for certain things. Certain
Especially
things
when
I know
Mike's
for
wrong.
sure. My mom gaslit me so much as a kid, and then I found out that a lot of the stuff she was lying to me about, I was right about, and ever since then, I trust my intuition on a lot of things now.
Fair. Being fucked up by your parents is a good tool.
She used to, I would have like horrible, speaking of night terrors, I would have these like horrible nightmares that I remember to this day. And I would wake her up and she would come into my room and she would like be there for a minute. And then she'd say, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And she would go to the bathroom and I would see her walk right past my room and go back to bed. And then the next day I would say like, hey, wait a minute, hold on. Didn't you said you were going to come back and like hang out with me because I was still wide awake and terrified. She just went, I did come back and you were sound asleep. And she told me this several times, and I believed
Slick.
it. And it was absolutely not true at all. I was wide awake, but she convinced me that I just no, I must have imagined everything. But no, it was real. I knew what happened.
That is some top tier gaslighting, lying to a child.
It
Wow.
fucked up while I was suffering from night terrors.
Yeah.
It fucked my head up pretty
That
bad.
was 80s and 90s parents though. My parents did that shit all the time.
Yeah. That was an
That's just-
improvement on 70s parents.
They were just very much not interested in being parents, I've noticed.
No, absolutely
Like
not.
it's like everyone like in the 80s and 90s had kids realizing they didn't actually want any.
Yeah. Well,
They're like, oh, they learn to walk on their own.
yeah, that's all it takes. Once they can walk, they can go walk to the fucking unemployment office, get a check, and take care of themselves.
Like a lot of kids just never knew how to poop. They just never explained how you do that. There's grown men I met in my lives that like just grunted and pushed as hard as they could every time they had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
like
and they
the-
just leave a trail of hemorrhoids everywhere they go.
I was like, did no one teach you how to poop growing up? And yeah, parents didn't.
That's gonna give you roids.
It's
not gonna be
natural.
pleasant.
They'll figure it out.
It's natural.
There's a reason they
gonna be
wrote a book.
okay.
They wrote that everybody poops. Like there's a reason why they wrote that book to teach kids how to do it.
Yeah, to teach adults how to talk to kids about it.
I thought it was to help with some of the stigma and awkwardness and embarrassment about it by saying, no, everyone does it. It's okay.
Is there a stigma about pooping?
Very much.
Not
yeah,
for
oh,
me.
yeah. Oh yeah, I
Not-
felt
but
that
not
as a
for-
kid.
Mike, are you fucking seriously
for
saying
me,
this to me
dog.
right now?
Me?
Is there a stigma about feces?
No, that's just you being irrational about poop. You were like, ew, poop's great. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't a sound effect. That was me.
That was just Mike giving
Are
a
you
demonstration.
recording in your bathroom?
'Cause
Is
I'm
your
so-
bathroom carpeted?
I'm always recording in the bathroom because sometimes I'm jacking off.
There's no reason to not record in the bathroom.
That's right. There's no reason to leave the bathroom.
I've taken Zoom meetings in the bathroom.
So here in this panel, this panel's named what I named my bathroom, which is the Acceleration Chamber.
Well, it says the Alteration Chamber.
Ah, shit! That would have been a good. That would have been a good bit if I got it right.
Yeah. You want to try it again?
Time for a little Photoshop.
I don't want to make James work.
I'm trying to edit out as little as I can. I'm really trying to relax on the editing and just kind of let things go a little bit.
Just leaving my botch.
So so we see that they're going to throw Kate in something called the Alteration Chamber. So we'll see about that in a second. Meanwhile, the Hulk, who looks like He-Man now, by the way, Green He-Man.
Yeah. And is smart?
Yes. So for a brief period, he was able to control his transformations. But it's funny because he keeps trying to use like smart words to let everybody know that, hey, I'm smart now, guys. Like, we know you're a scientist. You created a gamma gun.
I know, but I guess he was just a brute for so long, and now Bruce Banner's driving the car.
He really wants to show off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has created, what does he call it? A gamma tracker, like a gun that's a gamma tracker so he can find the Abomination. I don't know why the gamma tracker didn't go off on himself.
Right.
Can't really explain that.
It's pointed away from him.
Oh, okay, fine.
You
It's
know,
like Peacemaker's helmet.
There's a beam, so clearly it's directional.
All right, fine.
He's
So-
just waving it around.
Just looking for gamma radiation anywhere I goes.
I don't see anything though that like tells him he's going the right way though.
Well, we
like,
can't
there's
see the
no-
front of it. There's probably a little gauge.
Maybe oh yeah, there it is. The little. I thought it was like a target guy, so yeah, maybe it's a gauge. There you go.
Doop. It does that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as Hulk approaches the headquarters of AIM, M.O.D.O.K shows up finally.
They kicked him out, and he's just been hanging out outside because he's got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, like getting expelled from high school. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm still gonna try and pick up chicks here.
Look at this. He's got a Joe Biden face.
He does. He does have Sleepy Joe face.
Look at that.
No, he looks like Reagan, is what he looks like.
Well, Joe Biden, Reagan, probably the same guy.
There is a thread running through the episodes that maybe Joe Rogan,
Joe
Biden, and Ronald Reagan may be the same person.
I keep saying that since Reagan died, he has possessed every president.
I don't think he possessed Obama.
I think, yeah. Oh, especially Obama.
Obama.
He was extremely Reagan.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he was. He's the king of the shit libs. The best goddamn cover of the movie.
Reagan wasn't the king of the shit libs.
He absolutely was not.
The term neoliberal comes from the Reagan administration.
Not because he was a neoliberal.
Yes.
No, Reagan is not a liberal in any sense of the word.
Look it up. Neoliberalism started with the Reagan administration.
A neoliberal. Reagan was not a neoliberal or a neoliberal manifesto.
This is wrong.
I mean, we do just trust the first thing that comes up on Google.
It says here neoliberalism, and it brought up Reagan and Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
It's like, the nice face on your colonialism.
Yeah, he was a handsome man. Let's not go saying he wasn't.
It wasn't all those 8 movies.
Let's leave, bedtime for Bonzo. Let's leave the criticism where it deserves to be.
Yeah, that monkey, that chimp burned to death.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. She's very happy about that.
It's very terrible. Yeah. Like
Why
that
he burned
whole
to death?
they
found out he was a witch.
The holes. Yeah, Reagan found out he was Jewish and burned him to death.
Can't have you doing this. So anyway, M.O.D.O.K blasts Hulk just for the fun of it, I guess.
Yeah, shoots him in the forehead.
And I guess he's giving giving Hulk like a mind warp to let him see what's going on inside.
He called it a simple brain beam, as if there's more advanced brain beams.
How does M.O.D.O.K know all this? He wasn't in there.
M.O.D.O.K is like was it omnipresent and psychic in a lot of ways?
He's a smart guy.
Okay.
He's got a lot of knowledge.
He picks up brainwaves of everyone around him.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I made that up.
Oh, God damn it, Mike.
I mean, but he is highly intelligent.
I assumed. I think that's one of his powers. I don't know.
He's the Sir Isaac Newton of comic books.
Yeah, not getting
Never
laid.
again.
Yep. Yeah, he proposes to Hulk, hey man, here's the deal. We got to get in there. I got to get AIM back, and you want to get Kate back. So why don't we have one of those cool comic book team ups, and we'll break in there. Hulk goes, that sounds badass. Let's do it.
And Hulk yells, oh my God, Kate!
Yeah, because what they're going to do is they're trying to turn Kate into a new M.O.D.O.K. And here's a great part. So they have Kate, and they're about to throw her in the chamber to turn her into a new M.O.D.O.K. And she's in like a golden swimsuit now.
These AIM guys are like when the Power Rangers talk. You know, they always do like a series of movements as they're speaking.
Yeah,
that's what all the AIM dudes are doing.
Yes.
If I was Kate, though, I'd be like, why are you guys all wearing radiation suits and I'm not?
Yeah, that is a good question.
What's happening in here?
They say to her, her golden garb will conduct the gene altering currents. And one of the other ones says, yeah, that's why we did that.
That's why we did.
Also, we did your hair. Like her hair, they changed her hair.
They gave her a sexy tiara. They're a bunch of nerds, right? They're putting her in cosplay.
This was completely unnecessary, but they're claiming this is necessary to turn her into Lady M.O.D.O.K.
You think every time they move around, they have the Power Ranger sounds of.
I hope so. I mean, they're badass with their flat top heads.
Yeah. Maybe that's, you know what? Hulk was tracking them with a gamma sensor, so maybe this base is highly radioactive.
I have to imagine with everything they're doing there, like what they're about to do.
Yeah, they got a monitor on the ground that they throw, and she gets sucked into it.
So they suck her into this monitor, and the narrator takes a moment to tell us, like, hey, go easy on her. Of course she's screaming. This is horrifying.
Yeah, they're like, because some child reading this comic was like, what a fucking pussy.
Yeah, right?
Exactly. Who was thinking that?
And the narrator's like, hey, kid, all right, it's scary. She's not a soldier.
She's a scientist.
She just works for S.H.I.E.L.D.
They put
Doesn't make her a hero.
They put her in a swimsuit. Come on.
She's dressed like Cher.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'70s Share, where she had that variety show.
Was that that was 70s. Yeah, she was a babe.
That was a good ass show. Do you ever watch reruns of that? You ever see clips of the Share variety? It's good. Those are some funny sketches.
It's so weird that people who were like adults doing, entertainment, had TV shows and everything in the 70s, like they're still around doing stuff. That seems like it's been too long.
No, I want people to keep doing stuff.
I'm not saying they should have stopped. I'm not saying the Henry Rollins approach. I'm just saying it's strange to me that's been so many decades and they're still active, some of these people.
Yeah, they look the same, some of them.
Yeah. I mean, Springsteen again. My boy.
God.
You should love
speaking of shit libs.
Exactly. You would love Springsteen if he wasn't so popular. Like Springsteen would speak to everything that you already believe.
No, he
except
doesn't.
He's popular, so you have to oppose him.
He's one of those guys like, I'm friends with Obama. Fuck you.
It is weird that he's friends with Obama.
You.
I'll admit
Obama's a goddamn war criminal. Why is that? He gets a pass.
What are you going to do? You're president. You're going to be a war criminal. There's no other option.
Don't be friends with him.
It is a little weird that they're friends.
That's his. God, that's what you call it. Name dropping. Like the new name dropping is your Instagram with Obama.
If you can name drop a president, I mean that's a pretty big. Who's bigger than that? The
Fuck
Pope?
you, Springsteen. You can't write all those songs about how America's a pain in the ass and then be buddies with the guy in charge of it.
That's more than you did.
I wasn't friends with Obama. I didn't do anything.
Exactly.
I'm complaining that he's doing stuff. What the fuck? How's that an argument?
I mean, he's kind of inadvertently an ACAB guy. He turned a bunch of police against him.
He's friends with the president. That's like the ultimate cop.
The president is the ultimate cop.
Dare I say Springsteen's the goddamn bootlicker and fuck him.
No.
How about that? I didn't have that opinion of him until you pushed it. You pushed it. Yeah, I was willing to let it go. You brought it up.
No, you pushed it too far.
Him and Patton Oswalt are just sucking on each of Obama's nuts as he's like bombing some kid at some wedding.
Well, the height discrepancy is going to make that unfeasible for sure. Anyway, all right. So then M.O.D.O.K and Hulk, they burst in and they start fucking shit up.
Right? Destroying all the machines, keeping Kate alive.
taking no prisoners on this.
I love how this is a comic book, right? So it's mostly for kids. Like M.O.D.O.K, who's a terrifying monster, uses his forehead laser to rip these people apart.
Yes. He's murdering people. Absolutely.
Can you imagine that you're the top of your class in some shitty high school in America, and you get because of your grades and what you've done, you get a scholarship to MIT, right? Mm-hmm. And you're going to be and you're like the top of your class there, and then all of a sudden you're recruited by AIM because your ideas are a little unconventional, and all of a sudden this horrible monstrosity shows up looking like Patton Oswalt and just rips you apart with a head laser.
Yeah, well, he knew the risks.
Yeah.
All these guys are just getting smashed, like Hulk snapping backs and swinging people around.
Hulk's chastising M.O.D.O.K for killing people, and M.O.D.O.K goes, man. Hulk goes, all right, fine, and they just
Hulk is swinging a dude around where his leg's gonna just tear right off.
I mean, Hulk is the Hulk. He has to be very careful with how he deals with people.
Yeah, M.O.D.O.K's like, you're a pussy for leaving these guys alive.
Well, if anything, Hulk is cruel for leaving them alive.
Right, that guy's he just twisted off that leg like a chicken bone.
Well, they also noted that they can't. The AIM headquarters is it's cloaked, so nobody can even come help them. Nobody even knows it's there. No. He looks like 40 half dead men just crawling around on the floor.
M.O.D.O.K's just covered in blood.
So they go in to save Kate. M.O.D.O.K is Abomination is just crawling around on the floor, crying, complaining, and M.O.D.O.K gives him a good head laser blast.
Well, Abomination is hiding, right? Because he just heard the guy he's most scared of just kill everyone in the room. Yeah. And M.O.D.O.K is just following the Hulk, and all of a sudden he just notices Abomination in the corner. And goes, well, what do we have here? And just starts ripping him apart with his laser gun.
Yeah, and Hulk doesn't do much to stop it.
Hey, you scared of me, huh, pussy? You scared? Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. And then he covers him in off-brand soda from his ass.
Yeah, he does have the butthole of a Coke fountain.
He Hulk shakes him up first.
So they open the chamber and they see that Kate has been turned into Mrs. M.O.D.O.K, exactly the same as regular M.O.D.O.K, except she's got hair.
It's Ms. M.O.D.O.K.
Yeah, M.O.D.O.K.
I got a bone to pick here.
I bet you do.
Okay.
And this is why I was like, this comic's piece of shit, and then I took it back.
Is it because the AIM guys are Heil Hitlering her?
No.
Okay, because they are.
They
well,
are.
I mean, this is like like all things, the Nazis like took a bunch of stuff. Like this was originally the Roman salute.
Yeah, but I think once Hitler does it, you stop doing it.
I think like oh yeah, for sure. But you know, who knows how aim swings?
Yeah. Anyway, Shée, what's your opposition here? What's your problem? What's your beef? What's your
She
bone
was
to
a
pick?
doctor. She is a
Yes.
doctor, but they still just go with Miss Modoc.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
could have called her Dr. Modoc.
they don't
They
call-
could have called her Dr. anything, but instead she's just a woman.
well, they don't call regular M.O.D.O.K Dr. M.O.D.O.K.
Was
He's
he a doctor?
as well.
Yeah, he was an aim scientist.
Well,
Yeah.
they also don't call him Mr. Modoc.
And
That is true.
notice he has M.O.D.O.K has sleeves and pants, and she doesn't.
Oh yeah, she has her boots, but yeah, because
But
she's
they
like
they put her in a swimsuit, so yeah.
Oh,
she's
that's
like
true.
ensconced
Oh yeah, that's true.
inside, in the floating chair where just her legs and her hands come out of it.
And she's an off-brand Mountain Dew.
Yes, yeah, she's like, what's it at Aldi? It's called like Mountain Rain or something.
Mountain Thunder. I remember
Yes, it
Mountain
is.
Thunder. Mountain Thunder was really good. Some of those off-brand sodas were better.
I mean, they're the same thing.
No.
The recipe's different. It's slightly different.
But I mean, they're close enough. They're close
They're
enough.
close
that,
enough,
like,
yeah, you're
whatever,
right.
You're fine.
You're
the
right.
sophisticated palate of an 8-year-old kid. Come on, man.
I like some of the, maybe because we grew up poor and we had off-brand and everything, but like I liked off-brand soda better than
Yeah.
normal soda.
It took a while.
Sam's
for
Cola
me to-
was a big one in my place.
Yeah, Sam's Cola was good as fuck.
It took a while for me to wean off of like poverty palate.
Or like Aldi grape soda. That shit is good.
Yeah, I do like it. You know what? The main thing I like about Aldi's, you go in there and the checkout people, they're sitting down.
They're sitting down, man, making $20 an hour.
Let them sit down. I've never walked into an Aldi and thought, oh, these fucking lazy kids sitting at the
No.
register. No, who
That's a good
cares?
gig. That's a
and they're
good
working
gig.
fast as shit.
My dad didn't believe in me, so he always encouraged me to get a job at Aldi because they'll pay me well and I'll have insurance.
Yeah, good for them. No, I like Aldi. I like that they let them sit down. Fuck, I've done jobs like that where you've got time to lean, you got time to clean, and they make
Yeah,
you have
fuck
to move all the time.
that.
Fuck that. Get fucked.
I think because Aldi has a good ass union.
Yeah, good for them. I like Aldi.
Isn't it weird how grape soda doesn't actually taste like grapes?
I don't like.
I don't drink it.
I like grapes. I don't like grape flavored anything.
Well, there is no grape flavored anything.
Well,
That's what I'm
it's an
saying.
attempt
Like,
at grape flavor.
It's just called grape. I guess orange soda doesn't taste like oranges.
It has a little bit. Maybe I'm just thinking it tastes like it because of the colors. You know how you see something that's a particular color and you assume it has a particular taste, but it
We
might
should
not.
really just defer to Shée on all this because she's the only one left who drinks soda.
I drink soda.
Do you really?
I actually have some here right now.
Oh wow!
It's 0 calories, 0 sugar.
I figured you'd be one of them dudes.
No, because I actually looked into it. Like I scared myself off of regular soda because of the health problems, and so I went to scare myself off of Coke Zero because I was like, well, I just got to learn about how awful it is and how all the science has determined that it's just as bad for you. And guess what? It doesn't seem that it is. It seems like aspartame, as long as you're not going super overboard with it, doesn't really have any particular negative effects.
Really?
It's.
All right.
I mean, of course, the science could change.
I only lost my taste for it because when I was trying to be fit, I just drank water, and then after it's like alcohol. When if you used to drink and you stop, like you eventually lose your taste for it, and then it all just tastes gross.
Yeah.
So soda's just like it just tastes like I'm drinking maple syrup.
I mean, I'm not saying anybody like only thing you should be drinking is water, but like if you're gonna have something else to drink, if you're gonna have a soda, I would say aspartame is probably your best bet.
And Modoc piss.
And M.O.D.O.K piss, which is aspartame.
That's right. You're eating out Modoc, and he just starts to squirt soda all over you, and he just squirts soda in your face. You're like, yeah, you nasty bitch.
Yeah, sometimes you put your thumb over it, so you just wait for the pressure to really build.
You're just doing the hand, like the quick hand rub, to get it to go everywhere. And you're
Yeah, and then you spray it at your friend and laugh. Just spray a little M.O.D.O.K.
You know who
juice.
wasn't doing that? Isaac Newton.
Yeah, he wasn't spraying anything on anybody.
He wasn't making no one squirt,
Getting hit on the head with an apple like a fucking idiot.
regardless if it's totally pee or not.
So Mrs. M.O.D.O.K comes. Is it Miss M.O.D.O.K?
Yep, Miss
M.O.D.O.K lady.
Maybe it was
she
Ms.
comes along.
How about this, Shée? How about we add a little Ms. to it to like church it up a bit?
No.
What would you like to call her? We'll call her whatever you want to call her for the rest of this episode.
I don't
Dr.
know.
M.O.D.O.K?
We're calling her Mountain Thunder.
Sure, Dr. Modoc.
Dr. Mountain Thunder.
Dr. Mountain Thunder.
Dr.
We
Mountain
compromise?
Thunder.
The man's got to get his say in on this. He can't just run away with this. Dr. Mountain Thunder. Stupid.
John Cougar Mellencamp. That's what my brain just said to me.
So the AIM people are pretty happy with this. They're liking this development. They figure they can aim Dr. Mountain Thunder at M.O.D.O.K and reclaim AIM.
It's weird because they're saying how they're going to use the new M.O.D.O.K because they like brainwashed her or they programmed her to be obedient. But she would be subservient to them. But the moment she comes out of the birthing chamber,
Right.
they give her the old Roman salute and say, "All hail Ms. M.O.D.O.K." So like no wonder she immediately thought she was in charge because they told her.
Yeah, that's fair. They're definitely fucking with her head there.
Yeah.
And she immediately starts opening up her forehead laser and blasting people apart.
All right, ripping them to pieces as well.
Which she'll claim in a second that she values all life. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
but
she killed those first two people.
well, I mean, she was just born. Like, she didn't know.
There you go.
Batman used guns at the beginning. He didn't fucking know.
He
you know?
sure. Oh, he's always using guns. Shut up.
As long as it doesn't have actual
Come
gunpowder in
on.
there, it's not a gun.
No, he is. He's shooting people.
Pretty sure that grapple gun will go through somebody's skull, Batman.
Oh, come on. Let's be realistic here.
So Hulk is absolutely aghast at this horrifying development.
Wouldn't that be funny if Batman's just killing people with guns and then just gaslighting everybody about it?
It's not technically a gun, Two-Face. It's a grapple. All right? I didn't violate my code. Fuck off. So M.O.D.O.K sees Dr. Lady Mountain Thunder and mind melds with her.
Yeah, what happens is like they get real close to one another, and then a little slot opens up in front of M.O.D.O.K, where like his like M.O.D.O.K dick comes out, and her slot opens up, and a bunch of motor oil starts dripping out.
Ugh.
Gross.
She's ready.
See that the two of them are in love.
Ready for your dipstick.
they're like getting their like forehead laser twisted together, which is foreplay.
You know, I tell you what, Bruce Banner may be able to control his transformations now, but it looks like he still can't control turning into the Incredible Simp.
Yeah,
Look how
right.
mad he is about this.
He's being cucked. Like he has to watch himself being cucked, and he's like a cuck in like the legitimate sense because like he's watching.
He ran across the country to rescue her, and now she's falling in love with his villain, with his enemy,
And he's
while
going
he watches.
no. He's going no.
Oh fuck!
And Abomination was also a simp cuck. Was like, this is really sad, dude. Like I know what that's like.
Abomination becomes super sympathetic to Hulk, and they kind of bro out together.
There is no way Abomination and Hulk wouldn't be best friends.
I mean, they're the only people that can relate to one another.
Right. It's like, really. Like, Abomination, like, he gets sent to go fight the Hulk by whoever. And, like, immediately I'd just be like, dude, you have the exact same problems I do.
Do you think, like, when She-Hulk became a Hulk, the Incredible Hulk was like, oh, finally, great, somebody I can talk to. And She-Hulk was like, hold on. I have a job. I still look great. I'm just 7 feet tall now.
Hulk looks great.
He does, but I don't know, man. He's intimidating. And also, when he turns into Hulk, he gets, like, caveman brow and everything. She-Hulk still looks like a babe.
Yeah, she still does.
Yeah,
You're right.
but Hulk looks like a freak caveman.
She fucked the Abomination. She must have.
Did she fuck the Abomination? I don't think
Sure.
that happened.
Sure.
Is that how she got gamma? Is that how she got her gamma radiation?
No, she got
No,
it
that's
from
from a blood transfusion.
her... Yeah, right. Hulk gave her AIDS.
Yeah, she got it from Hulk. She didn't get it from Abomination. So M.O.D.O.K confronts Hulk and says, "Yeah, the plan's changed. I'm not helping you help Kate because she's just my type. She looks exactly like me.
Look, she's a shook-up soda can.
She looks great.
It's Rhea Perlman and Danny DeVito. It's either me or nobody.
I keep forgetting to call her Dr. Mountain Lady Thunder.
Yeah. Or Rhea Perlman now. No, I mean, that's pretty much what they
So
are.
Patton Oswalt, that's who Rhea Perlman should have married after she got divorced from Danny DeVito is Patton Oswalt.
Right?
That's
No,
the
even,
next
she,
choice.
even she wouldn't stoop so low.
Yes. What'd you say, Shée?
He's married.
He got married super fast after his wife died. It was pretty crazy.
So, who cares?
It was just
Probably because he was
crazy.
shocked that another one was willing to ruin her life.
A rich man looking for a wife. He's not going to have any
You know,
trouble.
she's got to listen to his condescending fucking voice.
Yeah, that is true. I don't want to hear that every night.
Gosh, she's just stirring something. He's telling her how to do it better. But then he
Maybe-
says that but then when she calls him out for mansplaining, he goes, "I'm a feminist."
Maybe he wears that "This is what a feminist it looks like" T-shirt around.
God, never trust a man who calls himself a feminist, man. Don't do it. They're probably pieces of shit.
So Kate has chosen to wed M.O.D.O.K, whom she just met, knows nothing about him other than how he looks.
They mind melded. They know exactly how they are.
right.
But then she's shocked when he kills people. I don't understand that.
That is strange. So yeah, M.O.D.O.K decides to have a freak out and starts attacking both Hulk and Abomination, trying to kill them both.
So is M.O.D.O.K the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe?
I don't think so, but he's
Because
definitely
he's
a force to
keeping
be
the Hulk
reckoned with.
at bay just by doing his basic shit.
What about the Galactus or Kang?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I don't know, man. But he's definitely powerful. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And so as M.O.D.O.K is trying to kill Abomination, Lady Thunder drops in and says, hey, wait, all life is sacred. You can't be taking life.
He just tries to kill the Abomination just for fun. Actually, he does kill him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's destroyed.
Yeah, he just did it because he's like, you know what? I hate this bitch.
Yeah, because he has no value for life. At which point she goes, well, I do.
Yeah, and then she tries to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now the M.O.D.O.Ks are just bashing each other with their forehead lasers.
See, they get married and already start fighting. That's why they don't get married, folks. It ruins relationships. Isn't that weird? Like, everything's going great, and you're like, let's fuck this up.
Yep.
Let's fuck this up with obligation.
They try to spice things up by throwing Hulk into the mix. He's jumping on M.O.D.O.K's head. He's bashing his forehead laser.
Yep.
Having no success.
No. You think, the Hulk would just immediately put his fist right through M.O.D.O.K's head.
I mean, I do wonder how strong M.O.D.O.K's head is.
Wouldn't that be great if that's how that ended? Hulk just does one hammer blow and just caves in.
Oh,
M.O.D.O.K's
shit!
head. It just kills him.
It's a good thing this place is cloaked.
The brains just shoot out of his eyes and mouth.
He just leaves. He sweeps up the remains of Abomination and puts
then
it in the trash can.
There's a sound of a Coke can opening, and all of it just pours out of him.
Ah! M.O.D.O.K. So M.O.D.O.K is telling Hulk, stop punching me. I'm actually doing you a favor, as he pushes Lady Thunder back into the augmentation chamber, whatever it's called.
The toilet.
The toilet. So Hulk has a freak out, attacks M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K just decides to bring he just goes kamikaze, decides to bring the whole building down on top of Hulk.
Yep.
And then he flies away on his space chair.
Yep. He's just like, that was interesting.
was
All
a
that
fun
stuff
day.
that has happened. He lost his he didn't get aim back because they're all dead. Abomination's dead. This was a pretty serious Hulk comic where they killed off most of the characters.
Yeah, and M.O.D.O.K probably got shaken around so much that he's flat now.
Yeah, he's flat.
He's not going to be
Gross.
delicious.
He's got to get filled back up.
They got to recarbonate him.
Maybe he's more like an egg. And we just scrambled his yolk.
Ugh.
It's not like he's trying to scramble his yolk with Ms. M.O.D.O.K.
Hey-o.
So,
Trying to scramble her yolk.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Yeah, stir up them guts.
So Hulk pushes himself through the rubble, and he sees that M.O.D.O.K pushed Lady Thunder back into the chamber, and she's reverting back to being Kate.
Yep, and now she's Shée again.
Yeah.
And Hulk just goes, I'll never let anything happen to you ever again. She's just like, how am I supposed to fit your dick in me? It's huge.
Well, maybe you should go back in that chamber just halfway.
Right? He's better off having sex with the porthole where the soda shoots out.
Here's an idea. Why don't you just put your vagina into the transformation chamber?
Right, something. You should give her a blood transfusion. There you go.
Hulk, why don't you put your dick into the fucking chamber?
Yeah. Why don't you
it's so
jump in
safe.
there? Just jump in there. See what happens. Maybe it'll turn you back normal. He should jump in there, come out of M.O.D.O.K, and then jump in again and come back as Bruce Banner.
It might work. What have you
Yeah.
got to lose?
All right, just try it.
We've clearly seen that whatever you do in the chamber can be undone by going in it again.
I gotta say, like he has the mind of Bruce Banner, but he has the body of the Hulk. I don't see why he's still taking part in any of this. Why is he still
Why
on the
is
run?
He still an Avenger?
Why,
is he on the run?
Yeah, because Thunderbolt Ross is still after him, so that means the government's still after him. How come he's not wearing normal Hulk clothes? How come they're not giving him outfits that fit? Why doesn't he go back to his job?
I had assumed that Ross was still after him, just as under the table, because he personally hates
as
him.
a dick. Just some
Yeah,
dick.
because the Hulk was banging his daughter.
So now he's
Yeah,
banging
that's-
this new lady.
Let's find her dad.
Yeah, right. What a problem. Maybe he's racist and hates green people.
So,
Not my daughter.
So Kate wakes up. Oh, no, she doesn't wake up. Oh, she does. She wakes up. And she says, let me just find my real clothes and we can go home. And Hulk says, well, hang on a second.
Hang on now. As you can see, my gigantic Hulk penis is
I gotta
getting
let's make-
engorged with gamma-radiated blood.
Make sure you got all your gamma radiation off you. You can't take that swimsuit off yet. It's not
I
safe.
imagine just being around the Hulk is damaging to your health.
Oh, yeah. No, he's given all the Avengers cancer. Absolutely.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah.
that can't be good. Except for Thor, he's fine.
I imagine like Captain America calls a meeting with Hulk and goes, all right, all of the Avengers are now irradiated.
Yeah.
Is
Is that how that works?
Enjoy.
Does Hulk give off radiation that hurts people? Maybe not.
I mean, I don't think canonically he does, but how can he not?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Because just the transformation, he must have to. When he transforms from Bruce Banner to Hulk, he has to let off a lot of radiation in order to facilitate the transformation, doesn't he?
Supposedly. Who knows?
I don't know how radiation works.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I don't know how anything works, dude.
Surprise, we're not scientists.
My biggest accomplishment was winning a game about who's a virgin.
A game we'll never play again. And so yeah, Hulk decides to take her back home, and I guess he's in love with her. Yeah, this is another thing. We forgot to mention, he realized he's in love with her the second he saw her as Lady M.O.D.O.K.
Right, that was his
Yeah.
type.
The second.
Yeah. Like that should have been a clue, Hulk.
Yep. Well, now she's back to normal, and they can't have sex. She's gonna have to like use both hands to jack him off, and that's it. Like like how you take care of a stud horse.
She's gonna have to get a device. Like this isn't gonna be done manually by a human.
No, you just get an Avengers-sized fleshlight, and you just jack him off.
It's like a cannon.
Yeah. And look at the size of his fingers. That's good enough. He can take care of business with her. Like, that's more than enough. It's bigger than most dudes' dicks.
He would probably, he'd probably just put a pinky in there.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he needs.
Well, it's all she needs. It's not all
Yeah.
he needs.
Well, that's all he needs to get the job done.
Well, as we've already seen, Hulk just likes to watch sometimes.
And if she's jacking him off with a giant fleshlight and he's fingering her with his pinky, under the rules of the game, that counts as him not being a virgin.
Oh, yeah. So Incredible Hulk, not a virgin.
Not
Good
a
for you.
virgin. Yep.
Good for you, buddy. I think that's it. That's it for this comic.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's
what
the
do we
end.
think of this?
I like this comic. It was crazy. So I'll give it. I don't know. I'll give it 4 Hulk finger blasts.
Shée, what did you think of this comic?
Other
book?
than Dr. Thunder Mountain Pass Pepper just being called Miss, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good comic.
Is Pepper Potts related to Dr. Pepper? Is that how that happened?
Yep, that's how she got that job. Nepotism.
Wow. There's a whole soda
Like all
continuity in
jobs.
Marvel Universe.
Like all
Yeah.
jobs, nepotism. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Where do you think the Koch brothers got their money?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, must have.
It's right there in the name.
Uh-huh.
Is that true? Actually, do they have a
No,
connection
it's
to
spelled
Coca-Cola?
differently entirely.
I know. That was the joke, but then I thought, you know what? There might be some truth in that.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they're as evil as the Coca-Cola Corporation. They had a bunch of like activists in South America killed.
Well, and I think I mentioned this on the podcast as well before, is the reason that Coca-Cola is allowed to import the cocoa beans into America and nobody else is because a portion of it is used to create child morphine for kids in hospitals who can't have adult morphine.
Oh, yeah, you mean coca, not cocoa.
Coca. Yeah, the coca leaves.
Yeah, the coca
So
leaves.
it's sort of like, I mean, I'm not saying that's why they did it, but I'm saying it's like, well, you take down Coca-Cola and that's going away. You want to go to that children's ward and explain to them they can't get any more child morphine?
Isn't it weird they turn that into cocaine when if you just take the leaf and just stick it in your mouth, it's pretty good.
It is not weird at all to me that we found a way to get high.
It's like
Of
it's already
anything.
it's already getting you high. Like, why do you got to double your money?
Yeah, but it just gets me to normal now.
That's why I've always been such a successful drug user. Is I never felt the need to just double my money. Like I like doing drugs, but I don't want to do drugs to the point where it becomes a problem.
It becomes a job at that point.
It's just
If I'm
like,
going to do that, I'll go down to Aldi and put in an application.
I want the most powerful drug. Like, why? Normal drugs work just fine.
I mean, I can understand wanting to chase that dragon. I can
No,
understand
you
that.
can understand that. I can't.
I'm not saying I
got shit
would,
to
but
do.
I'm saying how, because you get used to it. You get used to a sensation. You need something a little more intense.
I've taken it pretty fucking far, and I've still been like, all right.
I'll give this comic. I also enjoyed this. 4 out of 5. Abomination ear flaps. He's so excited to go outside.
He's so happy.
He did not die with dignity.
No.
He spent the entire comic. First, he kidnapped a defenseless woman, immediately caved to his new captors, hid in a corner and cried, and then had his atoms ripped apart for fun.
In front of a woman.
In front of a woman. Yeah, this guy's got nothing. In front of his greatest rival, too.
Yeah.
Not good.
He just, he had enough. Maybe it's best that he died.
Yeah, poor little M.O.D.O.K out for Abomination.
Yeah.
Little M.O.D.O.K soda.
Yeah, I'll tell you what was the Abomination, his lack of manliness, dignity.
His low T. I think it's time to talk about what we're going to do next episode. But guess what? I don't think we have a plan.
We don't. Thank God we're back to not having plans.
Wheel.
That's right. I love
okay.
the wheel. Not that
I
comic
love
was
the
great. Thank you, Jay Miller, for suggesting that book. That was great. Send us more books that I would like, which means stupid.
Right. We don't
Look
have
at all the
stupid
look at
comics.
see. Whenever we do good books, we're missing out on great jokes like M.O.D.O.K being a can of soda.
This was a good book. This was a good book as well.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. It looked goofy as fuck.
All right. We're gonna spin the wheel. We haven't done it in a while, so if you don't remember or you're a new listener, we spin a wheel that's got it's got like 35ish, 32 different random items on there.
I added more.
Yeah, they're not on the wheel yet. I think I might.
Oh, you didn't put I Dream a Genie on there?
Okay, I'm gonna if it comes up, I'm gonna add this right now because I did see that on the list, but I didn't add it. I'm gonna add it to the wheel right now. And
If that's what gets
pray it
picked,
doesn't come up.
I'm gonna fucking die.
All right, we're gonna spin the wheel. As always, we have to listen to a little bit of a turn in music, a little spin in music. So let's see what we got to listen to while we do it.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't pick this one earlier.
Vicky Sue Robinson turned the beat around. Yeah, we didn't do it. I don't know. I actually don't have a master list of all the wheel songs because I didn't think this bit was going to go on so long.
No, kept going
So,
like the show.
I'm almost, yeah, we definitely ran past the shelf life there. Yeah, I didn't expect to go on so long, and so I don't think I'm repeating anything. But yeah, that's a good spinning song.
Yeah, right. What if there's an endless amount? What if we never run out of spin
I thought
songs?
we'd be out of it many, many spins ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's see what's next time.
All right.
It better not be a Dream of Genie.
If it is, I'm just gonna die.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh
It's not-
gosh.
It's not a Dream of Genie. It's actually one I was hoping wouldn't come up because it's one of the few that I was lazy and didn't actually pick a specific issue for.
Now we got to pick one.
Should we do it now, or are we going to do it off the? We're going to check back in with the Badger. We looked at the Badger a while ago. The only superhero who just admits that he has mental problems. He's great. We had a lot of fun with the Badger last year. I guess we decided at the end of that episode, hey, we should check in with him again a little further down the line.
Yep.
But we didn't pick a specific issue.
Nope.
So
no, I'll look at something off
Okay.
air, and then
We'll do it off air.
I'll throw it up.
Okay,
Sweet.
that'll be fun. But yeah, we're gonna check back in with the Badger.
Yeah,
that was a really cool book. It was a really
Yep.
fun book, and it looked like a lot of stuff changed over the course of the 80 or so issues of that book. So there should be something fun to check in on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like it.
I'm happy with that.
All right, cool. I guess we're gonna start wrapping it up. Shée, do you have any
we can
closing
wrap it up.
plugs for us here?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my goodness!
It's been 2 weeks. I broke.
See, if anything, you should have came back harder. Okay. Well, you can subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts or at darksidescouch.com. We're also now on YouTube, so you can watch the videos on YouTube if for some reason you want to do that. I don't know what that's about. But we're also throwing up old clips and things, so it's a little easier to spread around to all your YouTube friends.
Yeah. Follow us on all the things and subscribe to us on all the things.
Yeah, follow us. Go on Spotify and hit that 5-star button. Hit the fucking I want to see it become official, and I need a few more ratings on there for it to become official. Hit the 5-star button on Spotify.
Shake up your life like a can of M.O.D.O.K and subscribe to Darkside's Couch.
There you go. Like and subscribe and ding that bell on YouTube, because you subscribe on YouTube and it doesn't actually tell you you've gotten new videos. You then have to hit the fucking bell. It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not hitting the bell.
YouTube's too many hoops. I think that's it though. I think we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, nice long episode.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little flabby. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of the nature of things now. We're letting it be a little flabbier. So hopefully that's
Until we get back on the creatine.
So they're going to tighten it up to lean 35-minute episodes.
Yep.
Well, let's get out of here. Anybody got any last comments before we get out of here?
Die well. Don't be like Abomination. That was
That's
sad.
right. That's right. Shea?
Drink some soda this week.
Yeah, I
In
might.
honor of your boy Abomination.
Yeah.
Ta-ta for now, Cushion Crusaders, and we'll talk to you next time on the couch.
I am M.O.D.O.K. I am the ultimate in human-machine interface. I am designed only for conquest.
Whatever you say,
Dickless.
freak show.
Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.